I like when a seller comes to me or sends me like Christmas cards because you became so close to them and you help them through stuff. The other thing is, like one of the ladies said, I want my students need decent places to live. That wouldn't happen without investors. With people fix and flipping, cleaning up neighborhoods, buying blocks of properties, I have students that do that. That doesn't happen without investors. And that's something that's really, really important. Even on the larger scale, they are investors. And they come in and they make the world a better place. And women as investors, which is so important, I say this all the time, we have to get money into the hands of women, and women who want to do well with the money, because we can literally change the world. Women give life and they can help with life, and they do a lot for the betterment of society. And that's something that's really important. So if we can help and we can turn things around and we don't take advantage of sellers, and you can literally turn the name of wholesaling around too, because right now wholesaling has a bad rap. We call it investors, because there are wholesalers out there just taking advantage of these people and not standing by what they say they're going to do. It went from 5% women to, I think we're at 33 or 36, I get the numbers messed up, percent women investors now. That is huge, ladies, in 5 years. Why? Because women are realizing they can do this. They have communities. They're not scared of men kicking them out, or they don't care if men are, because still men try. I love men, don't get me wrong, but they try to kick the women out of this field. Now, I've gotten very lucky that I really haven't experienced too much of it, but I know Laura has, and I'm sure Maria has. We've all had our ways of being taken differently. But what I loved is that the community kind of builds these women up to doing amazing things. And what is even better is we get to share that with you guys. So tonight's going to be really fun because it's not just me and Maria. I really want to hear from you all, but I wanted to give you a little bit about my expertise. I had a lady, her name was Rita, went from 0 to 21 deals in 1 year. But in order to get the first yes, the first rent, she got 21 houses for rent in a year. To get the first yes, she had to call 86 different lenders. The power is not giving up. She knew what she wanted. She wanted the right terms. She did it, and then she boomed. 0 to 21 homes, 20 of them needed to be fixed up, and then she rented them out, Section 8, to single mothers out of Cleveland, Ohio. That was her passion.
Some people think that you need to have funding to do these deals, but when it comes, for example, to wholesaling, which is what a lot of people start with, you don't have to, but I'm saying that's definitely an option that Liz does basically exclusively. I have done so many wholesale deals. Laura is the same. The reason we've done that, we never had to put a dime in. So you really have nothing at risk other than a little bit of your time. So there are so many ways around this, and that's why I wanted to point it out, because the bottom line is that really fear is just stemming from the fact that you're not familiar with certain things, which is completely understandable, because when you have like a black hole in front of you, you have no idea what's there. And that's the key to conquering that fear that might be holding, to get these systems. And while their fear might be holding you back to something that's going to be amazing for you. Again, I talk about the fact that this lady, I love it. She goes, oh, finding deals is the fun part. I'm like, I love that. It's fantastic. What a great mindset. So yeah, the three segments, basically how we segment real estate normally is based on exit strategies for any property. So we have wholesaling and buy and hold and fix and flip, as Liz was mentioning earlier. And so we kind of have goals that we aim for on average when we do a deal. So you have the expectation, you know what to expect at the end. And so for wholesaling, the average profit really, in my opinion, is really the minimum profit that you're going to have in a deal is 10,000. It might happen that you may have to close a deal rather than, lose it, and you might make $8,000 like Bonita. I'm sure she was fine with that. As long as you close, that's what really what matter. Yes, of course. And then for buy and hold, we tend to want at least $300 per door. In reality, depending on what you're buying, really You could do $500, $600. Obviously, you can always do more. And then we have fix and flips, where we use an easy formula to calculate what you're aiming for, which is 15% of ARV, where ARV stands for after repair value, meaning whatever the value of the house would be once it's been fixed up. You want to make about 15% of that. We've seen it work. I've been in business over 20 years, so I've seen it. I've seen the ups and downs. Warren Buffett, who's the greatest investor in the world, he has a saying. He says, "Be greedy when others are scared, and be scared when others are greedy." And right now, people are scared, which means that we are getting ready for a market where, if anything happens, it's the perfect time to be in real estate.